Hello, everyone. So it looks like I had been talking for a while without any sound, but here we are now. Uh, let's talk about Marvel Television's Wonderman. As you can see, we got a little bit of green screen going on because we are working on a new look for Next Issue Studios. Uh, let's go take a look at this trailer. I'm pretty excited. I like the character of Simon Williams Wonderman, so I'm waiting to see what they're gonna do with the character. Marvel released this a few hours ago, so as part of the New Year's celebration, this is our first live trailer reaction of 2026. So let's hope it's a good one. Let's check it out. All right, here is Marvel Television's official Wonder Man trailer. Let's check it out.
You got this, man. You just gotta go out there.
Oh, does he already have powers?
This is the wall. It's everything. If I get this close and I miss,
I'm gonna need you to sign this to confirm you don't have superpowers.
Why can't he have superpowers?
I need to be in this movie. Everything I've experienced. The joy.
Whoa!
The Department of Damage Control considers Simon Williams an extraordinary threat.
Hey.
Are you gonna use super speed or what?
I'm gonna use my car, Trevor.
Does that mean you do or do not have super speed? Let's go!
Wow. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to go into real quick. The tone of this is very comedic, which I like it. So let's see. Let's see what information we have here. He was born to play this role, but the spotlight reveals everything. Of course, it does. This is Wonder Man, an 8 episode series, premieres January 27 at 6 p.m. Pacific time only on Disney. So that'll be 8 p.m. for Central Time, which is where I'm at, and then 9 p.m. on the East Coast. I think they're dropping all episodes at once, if I remember correctly. It could be wrong. I could be wrong. But man, oh man, I'm pretty excited about this. First of all, like I said, the tone of this is real. It's pretty funny, which I like that. I appreciate a comedy. I think Ben Kingsley, and Yahya Abdul Mateen bringing this. So I want to go through some of the comments to see what people are saying because I think this is the first trailer, and I had heard like rumblings about this from people that might have seen the trailer before. Uh, this is uh, this is a trailer that finally confirms and reveals that Simon has powers. I wasn't sure if he was going to get powers while shooting the film or he already had the powers. It looks like he already has powers, so that's really interesting. So, but let's look at some of the comments here. The presentation of the trailer was different and awesome. I agree. I really thought this was fun. The president of Barovia got dropped, and so hard he fell into another universe. Yeah, I think we saw a lot of these. There was a teaser that we covered a little while back, where they talked a little bit about all this as well. It's really interesting here. The Department of Defense becoming what the MCU, the Mutant Containment Unit, was in the X-Men universe. Yeah, I mean, um, damage control has always been kind of a really fun thing in the Marvel universe, right? I'm glad they are self-aware. The Substance superhero version, that's interesting. I don't think I had heard any of that. I haven't seen the Substance, so I don't know if those are the correct vibes. Let's see. Trevor Slattery is truly the MCU's anchor being. I mean, when you have Ben Kingsley and he continues to come back to all this, like, why would you not keep bringing him back? Believe it or not, this guy's actually strong enough to take on the Sentry in a fight. Oh man, oh man. If I were to tell you about some, so Simon Williams has been in the last few years a pacifist. So that's important to talk about. So yeah, he probably could take on the Sentry. Maybe he couldn't beat him, but he could definitely hold his own. I love how meta this is. The main cast doing the marketing and the character, and they are addressing superhero fatigue, kind of a way Marvel's talking about themselves. Listen, I think the rest of the marketing for this is gonna be so much fun. Both main leads. I mean, when you have Ben Kingsley, how is he not a co-lead? But they're very charismatic. I mean, Yahya has been doing superhero stuff multiple times. He's been to this well. He knows. He was Doctor Manhattan in the Watchmen series. Of course, he was Black Manta in the Aquaman series. And not only that, he's a fantastic performer. So, I guess you won't see him use his powers till the last episodes. I don't think so. I mean, maybe fully unleash his powers in the last episode, but yeah, damage control doing everything except controlling damage. So all right, I want to go back through the trailer and just kind of look through it. There wasn't anything I would say like, oh, we have to spot a few things, but I think it'd be fun to spotlight a few things. So alrighty, let me get this on a full screen here. I love this. I mean, how many people out there that are just like, you know actors have to go through all this stuff, right? Like the life of a performer is pretty intense when you're getting into it, but this part of it, the secret of it, that's really really cool, and it's really really important. um I think there's going to be a lot to talk about when it comes to all that stuff, because how can you keep all those things a secret? That's what I don't know. How much of that is it going to take to kind of keep things like that a secret? So we'll talk about Wonderman in the comics in a little bit as well, because I want to address some things. But let's kind of keep going through the trailer here. I mean, of course, we know the Mandarin, like, oh, not the Mandarin, Trevor Slattery, an actor that used to be a, where have we seen him before? Yeah, he was a terrorist. Like, he played the Mandarin in the third Iron Man movie, which I like that Marvel's kind of like aware that, was it the best choice? No, I enjoyed the twist. So I love this idea of like, you know, Trevor Slattery has been kind of involved in the world of superheroes already so much. He dives deep into that. This mansion, holy moly! I feel like I've seen this in other films. If you know where this is, let me know. I bet this is a location that they use a lot and they kind of redress. They probably add a lot of the stuff like the posts and the plants and stuff. Maybe even some of the stuff on the gold trimmings here definitely look a little gaudy. I hope that's not what that place normally looks like. But like, just look at these guys, these goofballs. Both of them, like I said, very charismatic. This director, oh man, if you want Easter eggs here, this is where you want to like dive deep. But look, is that we have somebody that looks kind of like oh man, I don't know who's this blue guy. He almost looks oh boy, what's his name? Not Immortus, but oh geez, his name just escaped me. But we do see Captain America here, a little bit of Captain America, Thor in the background. Um, yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then we have some aliens here in the on the side because of course maybe there's an alien threat in the film. I like kind of the storyboard thing. It's really fun to kind of dive through all that. Um, Oscar winning director. Uh, what are his powers exactly? We'll go over that in a second, but I mean, obviously there's some pretty intense stuff. Why does he have to not have powers? That's important as well. Now casting all types for unscripted web series. Yeah, that's I'm sure that won't be a problem. Improv signs, need moves, a little bit of self tape intensive. Like I love all these little ads for like it feels like truly a working actor. How many times, especially now, in a world where COVID has been a thing, how many actors had to do this whole self tape thing, or where they have to like audition, sending in just a video from their phone. This image right here, let's see, when he kind of loses it. Also, we know that since he was a kid, Wonder Man's been part of his life. That's probably why he said, he wants to play this character, experience that joy in the movies. Who hasn't experienced the joy in the movies? Uh, Maybe he's already had these roles. I don't know who she's playing, but I know it's somebody important. We'll look into that in a minute. This right here, this was probably the best scene. Like, man, oh man, who? This looks to be like maybe friends and family, right? The like I said, damage control showing up is gonna be pretty important as well. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think there's. Let me see how many more. Let me see how many more things we can kind of dig into here. Um, okay. Yep. What are they running from here when they have to leave? Is this the premiere of the movie? Does the movie get made? Like, is he being chased? Like, a lot is happening here. It looks like damage control will probably be the main antagonist, right? Um, I do see the cast, but they don't really have names. Let me see if I can recognize Olivia Thirlby. Yeah, I don't think there's not a lot of named characters, so I guess we'll leave it at that. I don't want to dig too deep into that. So, okay, let's kind of get back on this train here. Who is the Wonder Man? Wonder Man created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and Don Heck a long time ago in October of 1964 in Avengers number 9. So he's an early boy. Um, he's been an Avenger, West Coast Avenger, Defender. He's worked for Shield, Masters of Evil. Yeah, he's done a lot. He's got superhuman strength, speed, agility, stamina, and reflexes, ionic energy, physiology, enhanced vision and hearing, electromagnetic manipulation, ionic energy manipulation, energy enhanced strikes, virtual invulnerability, self sustenance, power recycling, size alteration, healing factor, shapeshifting, teleportation, immortality, and flight. So this dude can do it all. And he just wants to be a movie star or a TV star or whatever. He just wants to be a star. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Let me know, what do you think about this trailer so far? What do you think of the upcoming Marvel slate? We'll keep talking about all that stuff on the channel. Of course, stay tuned. We'll have a lot more of this stuff coming up soon, including thank you to everyone that filled out the survey. The survey is now closed. So on our next live show, we'll go over the results of the survey, and then on Sunday we should have our regular thing. So stay tuned to the channel. We'll have some cool comic book stuff. And if you need a little bit more, go check out our video about Ultimate Endgame #1, where I do a spoiler-free review. If you haven't read it, we check out all the covers, and then of course we dive deep into spoilers. I'm pretty excited. It was a pretty dope comic book. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe. I can't wait to show you what my background will look like going forward. But for now, you'll have to see some of the videos like this. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.